A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the breakup of Kylie Jenner with Travis Scott. With Travis Scott from Astroworld. Tragedy, calamity. What was that? So many people died in that concert. And she supported him and she was with him. And now he's not with her. In my video, I'm going to be talking about how karma is actually a bitch. And bitches are very loyal. They are the most loyal animals. So they will give you with loyalty what you deserve, isn't it? In this video, I'm not gonna just talk about how I feel, but I will also talk about how people are feeling. On YouTube, there are many amazing videos on this subject, and I've been reading the comments and watching the videos too. And I realized that people have a very clear idea of what's happening in the Kardashian world. Kylie is one of the most important Kardashian right now. But there's also a problem in the paradise of Kim Kardashian. Her world is not looking like a paradise, and 2020, which is when the world shifted, the earth shifted into a higher dimension. A lot of these people who are actually working in the field of illusion via the media, these people are literally suffering. And these people, when I say these people, I mean Kardashians, not just Kardashians, but a lot of other people who are really good in the Maya Nagari, as we call in India, which means the city of illusions. Every country has its own Hollywood. Like in India, we have Bollywood. In some other country, they have their own media world, which is divided into two groups actually. The mainstream media and other forms of media. But social media has actually become a very interesting place because here people have the authority and they have their own voice to speak about any subject that they are attentive to, or any subject that triggers them, or any subject that makes them want to give their opinion in the first place. That's the power of social media. So social media is the place where you get these authentic comments and opinions of people, which I'm going to share in this video about Kylie's relationship with Travis and how this is all connected to karma. I'll probably make another video about Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Kanye West recently got married and I am happy for him, to be honest. So let's get started and let's jump into this video right away. So I found this very interesting comment which says, it's written by Madeline and it's on one of those videos that I watched. When she was with Tyga, she copied Black China with the color wigs, cooking, etc. And then Travis's side chick, the Middle Eastern chick, she then copied her and now she is copying Sarah Sanders' looks. So this is the woman Travis is being linked with right now. Kylie has horrible self-esteem and it is so sad that she will change herself to please the guy she's into because clearly they ain't into her as much as she is. And this is my favorite line. See, money can't buy you everything and it can't give you what you're lacking, like self-esteem. Another comment that I really liked is, Travis was famous in his own right. He wasn't using her for clout. That's the issue with this family. They know that no matter what man they get, he's blessed to be with them no matter what that man accomplished. Look at Kim. If it wasn't for Kanye, she would still be dressing off as a rainbow sales rack. Travis made a name for himself despite her. It was her running behind him to all of the award shows and concerts. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I don't feel sorry for these women. Every relationship they had has been with someone else's man. Travis was kicking it with another woman when she walked in and that's why he never claimed her. So there was some kind of mutual understanding between Travis and Kylie because obviously he was also with her. He could have chosen to be with anyone else. But there can be multiple reasons behind it. Although this comment does make sense that he was already doing well. And that's why she was after him. I see these women as social climbers. They use their partners in most cases to climb up the ladder in the society and gain a bigger status than what they previously had. And a lot of people do it, to be honest, but these women are doing it like so openly. It would have been nice if they were humble about it or they would have just done some nice things to other people and for other people. But the controversies never stop because they never stop. And you should watch my video, one more video I made on this subject, that how Pete Davidson is like Kim's karma. She's gonna reap her karma because of that man and he sort of put that in motion, just by dropping out from the relationship he had with her, which was a very public relationship. And at that time, Kim Kardashian was not thinking about Kanye West at all. In fact, she left no opportunity to shade him, and she left no opportunity to malign his image. Then I think it's really good for him that he's gotten married with someone now. Another comment which I really liked was, I don't see what Kylie sees in Travis. The man doesn't even try to act like he likes her, never smiles or looks up in the photos with her, never posts her. His body language is always off with her. Don't feel sorry for Kylie, as she sat in the court and said that China and Tyga, now this is interesting, she had said that China and Tyga's engagement wasn't real. Khloe and Kylie are the same, and they use black women as props. So glad that Jordan got out of her shell. Kylie is low-key jealous of Jordan's glow-up and tries to associate herself with anyone she's with. So yes, there was a time when Black China, was raising the son of her previous boyfriend, with whom she actually looked cuter and more happier. But keeping that aside, even that relationship, she stole someone's man. And she did it in a very bad way. It was very inappropriate. I honestly feel the reason why Kim and her sister gang, they don't trust. And I'm gonna leave Courtney out of this, because she's definitely living her life. And she was the one who was suffering before 2020 a lot. And she's the one who's shining and glowing up, because Earth is changing, the vibes are changing. So these people who are playing the games of illusion all over the world, they're not going to flourish anymore, or they will, their light, or whatever you want to call it, it's not that strong, it's dimming, and you can see through their fake behaviors and fake lifestyles. So Black China was Tyga's baby mama. She even had a son with him, but Kylie didn't care about it. She didn't bother about it. Okay, fine. Tyga is also at fault, or maybe Tyga wants more than one person in his life. Whatever the case was, Black China avenged it. She took the revenge, or she avenged it by marrying Kylie's brother, the Kardashians' only one single brother, Robert Kardashian. So everybody was like, okay, fine, now they're balanced out. But people don't forget, and people will not forget, the way she looked down upon Black China, and the way she said that their marriage is not legit. Okay, they were not married. Their relationship is not legitimate because Tyga doesn't love her, or it's not the same kind of relationship, and blah, blah, blah. After she broke up with Tyga, she got on with Travis. Travis was not involved with anyone. He's not married. He's a single man. So it seemed to be a wise decision. Plus, he, at that time, was very popular and very famous. And yes, the crowd was cheering for him. So this made Kylie's brand go up, in the stakes. And she was getting all the attention because the pregnancy was kept secret, and the marriage, oh my God, it's not marriage, whatever it was, commitment, relationship. So she was shading Black China. And I'll tell you why it's karma giving them back what they deserve, is because recently they battled against China in the court. And when they won, they reacted like, oh my God, this is like the biggest victory of their life. But look at what's happening in their life. Like, you can win in the court of law, but what about God's court? God is watching everything. They could have just left Black China alone, or they could have just accepted her as a family member, as a sister-in-law, and things would have been nicer. But they did not do that. They have been maligning Black China ever since. And they're screaming like it's one person against so many. And this lady has been tolerating them a lot. And I'm not saying Black China is perfect. Nobody is perfect. She's also equally programmed. But she has some amount of honesty in her, and that is visible. And again, she's an independent woman all by herself. Actually, all of these women are doing the same business. It's all semi-pornographic content that they share, and they sell their products around it. So all of them are almost the same, but there's some core morality and some core humanity. They could have been friends with her and things would have looked very nice. They could have made truce in that situation and, given whatever Black China deserved, which they did not, and they actually snatched it away from her, the show. So if you're not nice to any other woman, and if you always trouble them, always malign them, then what do you expect in return? You should not be expecting a bunch of roses, or a bed of roses for that matter. Someone's written, oh boy, the odds of Travis and Kylie getting back together is just extremely odd, to be quite honest. Another short and snappy comment that I really like is, this girl is desperate for attention. she never got from her mother. Now, this is a lot around the subject of narcissism, because I clearly see all of them are narcissists, and it's just flowing down, through Kris Jenner or via Kris Jenner. I mean, Kris Jenner could have given good advice to her daughters, but she herself is a social climber, so she gave them the same advice. I'm not too sure with all the babies, it's okay to say that they did not love that man and it was only for status or only for money, because a lot of women do that. All karmics do that. Karmics wants to have a child with a man, with any man they want, and the man gets locked with the child, but they are not marrying that man out of love. Please remember, there's money, there is fame, it's a business. I mean, lots of women want a child from the man they love, or this whole having children with someone you love is kind of blown out of proportion as well. It's hyped a lot and it needs to change. The only positive thing that these women are doing is that they are bringing matriarchy forward. And these women, they do it very smartly. They don't marry a pauper. They don't marry a normal guy who's not so fancy. Most of these men are good fathers, and you can see that publicly. Especially Kanye West, who they try to institutionalize, who they try to label as a crazy person. But he's a great father, and he speaks a lot for children's right, even in general, children's rights. And he's been trying to protect his children from the semi-pornographic content sharing world that Kim Kardashian lives in. He doesn't want her children, his children, to follow the same path. I mean, they're both their children. Even if their relationship doesn't really work out, but the men are definitely going to take care of the children. And with the children, it's also a steady income of cash flow, whether or not they are with the man, but in the name of the children, they will continue to either get alimony or get constant supply or whatever that is needed in the materialistic reality. And that's exactly how Khloe's relationship, the arrangement of the relationship with Tristan is at the moment. And I'm not saying it's bad. It's bad to do this, to think about security for your children, for your future generation, for your offsprings. It's all right. But the problem is, why did they do all of this? For fame, for publicity, for climbing up the ladder? And now what's happening with Kim and Kylie? They're going down. They're tumbling down. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. So if you're going to pull down the man, if you're going to throw him out, if you're going to malign him, you're also going to come down, because your fame is a result of what his fame is with you together. Most narcissists thrive on social image or public image. Kris Jenner has a great public image. She looks like a great wife, great mother. But actually, she's not. She cheated on her men. She left them. She discarded them when she did not need them. But all of them have been taking care of her children, and all of them have a bad, tarnished image in some way or the other. Robert Kardashian was lucky. He got out on time because he refused to be with her. But he suffered from cancer. Sometimes I feel that good people usually go through such diseases because they endure so much with other people. And you can look at the condition of Caitlyn Jenner, who was earlier a great Olympian known for his gold medal wins, Kylie's and Kendall's father. Bruce Jenner, while living with Kris Jenner and all of this hoopla around him, this world, probably lost his identity, and now he feels comfortable being and living as Caitlyn Jenner. I mean, he is also probably one of those people who've got the curse of the Kardashians. Now, coming back to the Kylie and Tyga story, Dennis MSMG73 wrote, "Karma is real and is coming straight for the Jenner clan." Someone even wrote that Kylie and Khloe are just rich baby mamas. So all the entrepreneurial skills, all the image building, all the social stuff, climbing they did, is just gone for a toss. SSEGGA wrote, "The Kardashian/Jenner's curse coming back to them." Analyst Giovanni says, "I swear that whole family is like a family of grim reapers." Someone also wrote, they don't want to move on because they don't want to have a different father for their kids. I'm over here like, girl, you might be blocking your blessing trying to play the perfect family with Travis. This man ain't ready to be committed to her, and she needs to take the hints. Actually, I feel that Travis was never like, yeah, you should have my baby, or I want to marry you. It might have been her own idea. She might have told him that I want to have a child with a man like you. You're so amazing. You're so great. You're so this. You're so that. And I think a lot of men like that, Maybe they do. One day her children gonna see this. That's so sad. I love another comment here. Money can't buy you love. They need to pay for therapy. Another wise comment is Kylie has money. She'll be okay. Lol. I don't feel sorry for her. She fulfilled her purpose of standing with him after the Astro World tragedy. Life goes on. In between, all these people are also remembering how Kim Kardashian blatantly people have not forgotten the Balenciaga scandal, and Bernie Buns wrote, Kim just made North wear a Balenciaga black sweatshirt with North written on it. Ouch. Another person has written her authentic self, that's the ID. Karma has no address. Happy to see Kylie is getting hers. I like this comment too by Deanne Johnson or Diane Johnson. Don't know what is this issue or why is this issue. Women get dumped all the time. These baby mamas, the baby mamas, not wives, they need to get over it. If you want to have a child with any man, then you got to remember that if you're not his wife, he will not have certain duties or he will not be responsible, like spending time with you, living with you. If all of that is okay with you, then I don't think it should be a problem. But trying to get sympathy for the breakup is not the right thing, because this was Kylie's decision. She knowingly made this decision to have a child with Travis. To have a child with Travis. To have a child with Travis. So it was her decision, and her mom obviously publicly approved of it. So I don't think they should get the sympathy for it. And for the mental health of these children who are getting raised by these women, you need to hold your head high and you need to show to them that it's okay to be an independent woman. But no, these women will keep bashing the men, they will keep crying over the breakup, and they'll try to gain so much sympathy and more publicity out of this. I'm telling you, it's my intuition that this eventually will not be good for the Kardashian, the Jenner clan. I'm sure they will hope that their children or the grandchildren, the next generation, is going to grow up and take their positions or take the status ladder up higher. I'm sure that's the plan. Maybe that's why they've been having children with all these famous men. Whether you like it or not, good publicity or bad publicity, both is publicity. And this is what they have been thriving on for years. So people can read through this, is what my point is in all of this that I'm talking about, that no matter what you do, people know you, what you're doing, they can see it. If it's done with a good intention, they'll see it. It's clear that they don't have good intentions for anybody, and they want to cut down any competition with the way they treated Jordan Woods publicly and the way they've been treating Black China also publicly. So this shows that they don't want other women to flourish. A good person, a good woman would be, a godly woman would be someone, okay, like fine, we make mistakes or we have these choices, but now let's get together and let's make it a nicer thing. But they did not do it. So you can see that it's all coming back to them, because whatever you put out in the universe, it always comes back to you. If you put it out with love, you'll get love in return. But if you do this vengeful stuff and stealing other people or getting sympathy or climbing up the social ladder, using men and women for their own growth, all of this is not nice. So public opinion says that they don't sympathize, like majority of the comments says that they don't sympathize with Kylie as well as with Kim Kardashian. In the next video, I'm going to talk about Kim Kardashian and Kanye's marriage with another woman, which is great according to me, which is good. She deserves it. Kim Kardashian deserves it. So we'll talk about it. We'll jump into it. I'll see you soon in another one. One love and peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.